Hey guys, good morning. New day, new morning. So today I would like to tell you one of the most important management lessons, guys. Please listen very carefully. This is one of the most important management lessons, and that is called how to create the mental filter, how to create the mental shield around your mind and ears. Now, if you look at a player, if you look at player like Rahul Dravid, how he handles sledging, on the cricket pitch, you will understand why this is very important to create the mental shields around your mind and ears. Because you cannot control how people around you will behave with you, but you can control how you will react to those behaviors. Okay, so Rahul Dravid was one of the famous cricketers in India who handled this sledging of various, particularly the cricketers from Pakistan, very gracefully, and he was famous for it. And he had an extremely cool head, and he learned it pretty nicely how to handle sledging on the cricket field. So that's why it's very important to understand, or rather observe, different people, particularly the celebrities people, the cricketers, the footballers, the players across the globe, and learn from their behaviors. I would like to tell you one story. Remember the soccer match with one of the finest footballers, Zidane, was being purposefully made excited. Remember that soccer match? And he was given, kind of personal, what is that called? Personal, very bad words, right? On about his sister, right? And Zidane just lost his mind, and the result, Zidane couldn't control his mind. The result was, very pathetic for the football team. Zidane was shown a red card, right? So Zidane couldn't control the person with whom he was dealing with. So what he could have done, how he could react, how he could control his reaction of that towards that, sledging, right? That's why it's very important. And how can you do that? You create the mental shield around your ears and mind, because people will be there around you who will pour in that poison inside your ears. So what you can do, you can best react to them by neutralizing that poison. You cannot drink poison all the time. So what you can do, create a mental shield so that it does not affect you. Let me tell you, the kind of practical, say, one scenario. Remember a few years back, scientists were, doing great conference discussing about whether they could term Pluto, right? Remember Pluto as a planet or a star. Did it affect Pluto? Never, right? Pluto was there, obviously. Pluto was there, stand still in the lap of the universe and smiling at these people. What are these foolish fellows doing? It doesn't matter. It doesn't bother to me. It doesn't bother at all. Whether I'm a star, I'm a planet, they shouldn't discuss it. It doesn't bother me. So why this didn't bother Pluto? Because the message, the discussion that the people were doing on the ground level at various conferences never went to the Pluto's ears and minds. So Pluto was somehow shielded, okay, by maybe, say, the Lord, the universe, the ultimate creator of the universe, Lord Shiva. The Lord Shiva so smiled at Pluto. Okay, doesn't matter whatever people are thinking, discussing about you. It is not going to enter your minds and ears. So it doesn't matter. You shouldn't bother about those people. Let them discuss about whatever they are thinking about themselves. You remain stand still here, and you remain as one of the finest creations of me. So the lesson is, because again, as I started in the beginning, we cannot create or we cannot control the people, the behavior of the people around us. We cannot control them. We cannot control them. And in fact, we should never try to control them. But we should always control ourselves, how we react to their behaviors. That will determine how much, you are going to be triggered under certain circumstances, or how much cool head you can maintain under difficult situations. And that is one of the finest leadership lessons. This is one of the finest leadership lessons. Remember, people will try to measure your leadership quality by purposefully triggering you, you will have to maintain the clear, cool head. This is a very important management lesson. Sometimes people will try to trigger you purposefully, they will do it. So you cannot, always just react and be like a mad guys. You cannot become furious, and you cannot show the, the best inside yourself by being triggered each and every time. People use this trick to control your mind. So what you can do, keep a cool head, create an absolutely impenetrable shield around your ears and mind. Okay, doesn't matter whatever people are discussing about yourself, doesn't matter. You have, maybe you can think like that. Okay, big people discuss about, or the great people discuss about ideas, but small people discuss about other people, right? So you can maybe, this is one defensive mechanism. So you can think like that. Okay, maybe I have become a big guy, maybe I have become influential, that's why people are discussing about me. So when people are discussing about me, that means I have become influential. So let them discuss about me, but let me do my duty. Let me take care of my life. Let me take care of my disciples. Let me take care of my near and dear ones. So that let me continue the responsibility or the purpose for which the Bhagwan, the Lord Shiva, or the ultimate creator has sent me to this universe. Let me have an unclouded mind. Why have I been sent to this universe? Who am I? And that's what you will have to do again and again and again, each and every day, each and every hour. Doesn't matter how people react about you, what people discuss about you. Doesn't matter. You should have an unclouded mind. You should have fixed your mind, your vision, neither left nor right, straight to the destination. That is your goal, and you don't look at neither left nor right, straight at the goal, fix your goal, and then move ahead. Have an unclouded mind and never get perturbed when people put purposefully poison into your ears. And this, you may think of, okay, this maybe they're doing it purposefully to trigger me. Should never. Always have a very cool head. Always maintain the equanimity of your mind. It's a very important. Equilibrium condition of your mind is very important. And the moment you show your weakness, that's it. The moment you think, people will understand, okay, this guy is getting triggered because of if he is put under this circumstance. Okay, they will continuously do the same thing again and again unless you are able to overcome that weakness, or unless you can understand the game that people are playing with you. This is just normal tactics. You remember when the Saurabh Ganguly's weakness, that he couldn't handle bouncing balls, right? Remember, you study players, cricketers, how they behave, how the opposition, study, or the opposite team, that, they study each and every player of the opposite team. So when Saurabh Ganguly, the weakness of Saurabh Ganguly, he was one of the finest cricketers, right? Initially he came and, he won everybody's kind of, heart by showing his great cricketing skill, great batting skill on the offside drive. But gradually, his weakness on how to handle bouncing balls, right? It became obvious. Okay, he was not able, at least he was becoming shaky. Okay, and then people used same tactics again and again and again on Saurabh Ganguly, right? So ultimately, because then afterwards, I left following cricketers, and because of certain reasons, because I concentrated more on my study in computer science. So, but this is once your weakness is exposed, and people who study to find out your weakness, they will find, okay, this guy will be triggered if this kind of statement is passed towards him, if this kind of poison is poured into his ears. Okay, if this guy is triggered, okay, let us try to find out how long, how far is far, how much he can withstand before he completely breaks down. And remember, there are many certain circumstances. Okay, people will purposefully put you absolutely at the bottom of your confidence level. Then only two things can happen: either you will go into oblivion. Maybe you are very talented, but either you can go into oblivion, or otherwise maybe you will gather strength by, that is, what is that called, narrative identity. I mean, it's called you will identify yourself with a powerful person, maybe like Lord Shiva or Krishna or somebody iconic figure, very powerful, and then you will try to jump back, you will try to come back with great strength, and you will realize, okay, I was not that bad as people had tried to prove, and then that will be your turning point. Remember, so people will try to find out where are your weak points, and they will hit at the weak point every moment. Remember, it's the big game. This is the message of Gita. You will have to fight. So there are only two options. Either you can kill the enemy or be ready to be killed. I tell everybody, like my son and everybody, there are two options in this universe. Either you play the game or be ready to be played around by others. There are no other option. Either you become a center point and let people dance around you like the Lord Krishna did, or you get somebody else at the center point and you dance around his tune. Okay, there are only two things. Either you control the stuff or get ready to be controlled by others. There are no other option, and this is exactly the message of Lord Krishna. Either you kill or get ready to be killed. There is no middle path. So it's very important message. Never spend your life as a fence sitter. You won't be able to do anything. You will have to accept, okay, this is truth, this is untruth, this is dharma, this is not dharma. Okay, I'm fighting. If you are fighting for dharma, okay, you have an unclouded mind and fix your goal, and okay, this is dharma, and then even if you dissuade a little bit, okay, to like little bit towards like adharma, towards not so fine thing, but still if you are doing it for ultimate establishment of truth and dharma, that's okay. The way Lord Krishna behaves, okay, like he killed Duryodhana at the end by taking a little bit of dissuading from the, by making a little bit of kind of what is that called, foul play, right? But that's okay, because for the ultimate establishment of truth, if you know what is truth and what is dharma, for the ultimate establishment of that, if you dissuade from the path of dharma a little bit, that is okay and that is acceptable. But remember, your final aim is to establish truth and dharma. So spend your life for establishing that. Have an unclouded mind. And so once you get an unclouded mind, once you fix your goal, never get puffed up by what others are saying about you. Never. Doesn't matter. Okay? Okay, great guy. Okay. Bye. Thank you.